Yo. Zach Talks TV, Surviving Film Mode Africa, checking in with the gang. What's good with my people? I'm gonna let it run a couple minutes, man. Let the people come on up in here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Political Deception Part 5. Yes. We got snow all across the East Coast, man. If you got snow in your area right now, let me know in the comment section what city you tapping in from, what state you tapping in from. Yes. Donald Trump.
I'm going to tell the story about my husband being taken by ICE in the middle of our green card interview. So for starters, when we were taken back for our interview, they took us past like 20 open offices. Like I'm talking not a person, not a computer, nothing on the walls. And they took us to the absolute last office right next to the back stairwell. And we then proceed to, participate in our interview. We had our attorney there for everyone asking. Yes, we had a specific immigration attorney. And we proceeded to go through our interview. And then at one point, the woman who was doing our interview takes her key card out of the computer and just says, I have people in the hallway waiting to speak with you. And at that time, 4 ICE agents came into the room. We have a warrant for your arrest, kind of shaking it around. Not really. I was so in shock that I didn't think to look at it. I was like, this is not happening. I can't believe this is happening. They proceed to handcuff my husband. And I asked one of the agents, I said, can I please bring him his glasses? We had left his glasses at home, and it still makes me emotional now because he asked me on the way to turn around for his glasses. And I was like, no, we don't have time. We're running late. And I just asked the ICE agent, I said, can I please bring him his glasses? And he said, after someone is put in custody, anything you bring them is considered contraband. And then they proceed to give me this. And this, they said, would answer any further questions I may have. It doesn't, by the way. And obviously, you can't see it this way, but on the front of this card, it literally says verbatim, check out the worst of the worst. Who is ICE arresting in your community? And split us up. They take him out the back and into an unmarked van that was waiting, and then they take me and parade me through the waiting room of people waiting for their interviews. I cannot imagine the fear that it instilled. Everyone watched me walk back with my husband, and everyone watched me walk out without him, fall to my knees, and weep. And I cannot stress enough how they must have been feeling after that. And I can't help but insinuate that had to be intentional. Because
so how do y'all feel about this stuff, man? Do y'all think this is right? Do you think that if you marry a person in America, should you have automatic citizenship? Should it be like a year limit? You know what I'm saying? Like a 10-year limit? Let me know something in the comment section.
A lot of things have happened since then that can't be explained other than going through processes trying to instill fear to get people to not continue in these legal processes. I have since heard from my husband, and he had mentioned that when he was taken out and put in the van in the back of the USCIS office, there were already some people waiting in there, and the driver was like, 5 more, we can fit 5 more, go get 5 more. And then this QR code is supposed to tell you where your significant other ends up. You're supposed to be able to track them. However, it takes about 30 hours for them to book these people into a detention center. The entire time, no shower, no brushing your teeth. They keep the lights on at all times so no one's getting sleep. It's absolutely inhumane. He proceeds to tell me that they also had him like signing things regarding upcoming hearings. The issue with that being, I told you he can't read without his glasses. Why are you having him sign things and not really giving them an option but to sign, because they don't know what they're supposed to be doing and they're going to do what you say. Signing things that they can't see or read. And to further that, I have shown up so many times trying to get him his glasses, and I am told no every single time. Now he has gone almost 2 weeks without glasses, and I was also standing in line with a poor man trying to bring his wife insulin, to which he was told that's contraband. If she really needs medical attention, she needs to seek it from our medical staff. And on that note, I was like, if you take 30 hours to book these people into these detention centers, you're telling me this woman went 30 hours without insulin because she wasn't even having access to those medical professionals. I will proceed to talk about the conditions, both what I've seen from inside the detention center and what I've been told from my husband and other individuals. Now we have a group chat with many wives who are in similar positions. So I will continue to talk about that, continue to talk about these issues, and bring attention to this matter, because what's happening is not right. It's inhumane. I will continue to make videos. I will continue talking about this.
Now, this type of shit, y'all, is happening all across the country right now. We just had another ICE shooting, I think yesterday in Minnesota. This is probably like the 4th one this year. How do y'all really feel about this stuff? How do y'all feel about ICE coming to your neighborhoods, picking on anybody that doesn't look American, and trying to basically capture them and put them in cages and send them back? You know what I'm saying? They basically out here capturing motherfuckers. Like, damn. They ain't playing no
You see, Maga, the problem is you don't fucking get it. So let me help you. You think that this invasion, which is exactly what the fuck it is going to make America great again and make the gas here cheaper and everything else. Gee, doesn't that sound fucking familiar? I'm pretty sure we were told the same fucking thing after the first war of choice in this century, Iraq, in 2003, when we invaded that sovereign
He's a little bothered, ain't he? My nigga's bothered, ain't he?
nation, and it was supposedly over oil when, let's see, our armed forces and a bunch of scientists and engineers, yeah, they didn't secure the goddamn oil fields. Where did they go? Elsewhere in the country.
Come on, cuz. I can't have all that cussing on my stream, little nigga.
Your department is out of control. You are spending like you don't have a budget. You're on the verge of... This should scare the shit out of all of you, because you're next. If we allow this to happen to other people, you do realize that you're next, right? I'm not trying to sound balanced. Yesterday really fucked me up. An unarmed woman got shot in the head on camera. And before I even finished watching...
Y'all hear that? An unarmed woman got shot in the head on camera. Now, I didn't really get to look into this shooting. Like the other one, we kind of debunked it. But I don't know what actually happened in this shooting. So I can't say if it was the other person's fault or it was ICE fault. But I just know the other shooting, they were basically antagonizing the ICE agents that were on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat these ICE agents as if they're police. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't disobey the police and do all this extra shit unless you're a real damn criminal. You know what I'm saying? So let's not start acting crazy just because they fucking ICE agents. Like, nah, they just police. Treat them like police. Fuck that. Just comply and get to where you need to be, because they killing motherfuckers out here. Whatever their agenda is, they serious about their goddamn agenda. And as you can see, about 4 Americans done died this year just based on this program that they running.
It. I already knew what was coming. I knew people were going to try to play mental gymnastics to try to explain why it was okay, why she deserved it. And that's the part that makes me sick.
Yeah, did the person that got shot comply, or was she like, what did she actually do? What brought it, you know what I'm saying, to that point? It has to be something that brought it to that point. They're not just going around shooting innocent people. That's what I do know. But it has to be, you know what I'm saying? It's always two sides to the story. These people see it this way. These people see it this way. We got to get both sides.
Because when I watched it, I didn't see talking points. I didn't see politics. I saw a person get erased. And some of you watched the same video and immediately went looking for excuses. Why? Seriously, why? Why was that your instinct? What part of you needs a dead woman to be at fault so you don't have to actually feel what this actually is? And then the lies, blatant lies, easily provable lies from the fucking US goddamn president calling her a professional agitator. She wasn't. Saying she ran someone over. He was on the side of the vehicle. Saying the ICE agent was near death and had to be hospitalized. He literally walked away. It's on video. He got into his car, and people still repeat the lies as if they were true.
All right, should we analyze the video? Let me know in the comment section if y'all want to analyze the video. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to analyze the video. We'll go find it, and we'll figure this out.
That's what scares me. It's absolutely insane how predictable it's become for people to abandon reality the moment that it threatens their identity. Do you realize how far gone that is? Do you understand how broken something has to be for the spin to be this automatic? And don't tell me that it's complicated. Don't tell me that there's more context. If this was your partner, your sister, your mom, would you still be reaching this hard, trying to explain why her death made sense?
That's true. That's a good point, y'all. That's a good point. If this was your family member or some shit like that, you would be like, hell nah, this some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But since it's somebody else, you ain't got no connections to them, we distant from it. We don't know how this shit feels. We're on the outside looking in. You got to think, the people that died, anybody that died, they got family that's connected to them that feels this in a whole deeper way. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to think about. It's our way of looking at it, but then these people got actual family members that see them in a whole different light that we would never know.
Or would you finally shut the fuck up and feel it? Because she had people, she had a life, she had a future that ended on camera. And now her loved ones get to watch strangers online twist themselves into knots to make her death seem justified. That's not politics. That's rot. What happened...
All right, let's go find the video, y'all. Y'all want to find the video? Let's go find it. Minnesota shooting. Or is it Minneapolis? Let's see.
Man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
That ain't a good video.
Federal officials say that
Okay, is that the man right there? Let's go back, y'all. Let's go back. We got to get to the bottom of this. I think that's him right there. I think that's him right there, y'all. We found him. Now, what I can see right here is he looks like he's being aggressive. He has the camera in the ICE agent's face. The ICE agent is trying to back him away. and he's basically still challenging the ICE agent. This is not complying, y'all. This ain't what complying looks like to me. I ain't about to be doing all this. Hell no. I need to get back home. I need to get back home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be pushing forward and you know what I'm saying what fuck that. Look at this. Let's see. Let's watch it. It seemed like he's walking backwards, but forcefully. He's forcefully kind of walking backwards. There you go right there, y'all. I don't know. This isn't enough context. You're right. This isn't enough context. So we got to find a better video, y'all. But right here from this video alone, I can see that he is directly in the ICE agent's face. As you can see, you can clearly tell it's an agent. He got on the goddamn bulletproof vest and everything. The dude is holding the camera. He's holding it up to the ICE agent. Obviously, he's trying to prove some type of point. I don't know, y'all. Let's see.
This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
You just made claims that the individual posed a threat to law enforcement.
That is no claim. It is the facts. The facts of this situation. This individual showed up to a law enforcement operation with a weapon and dozens of rounds of ammunition. He wasn't there to peacefully protest. He was there to perpetuate violence, and he was asked to show up and to continue to resist by a governor who's irresponsible and has a long history of corruption and lying.
The White House has labeled the man who was killed in Minnesota as a domestic terrorist. Is that something you agree with? And have you seen any evidence to back up that?
Now, I don't know about that. They labeling these people as domestic terrorists now. You know what I'm saying? Now, that could be infringing on our American rights. We're allowed to stand up for what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? We got freedom of speech. We're able to stand up against different issues that we don't believe in. Protest. That's what protests are for. This is basically taking protest and making it a legal thing. So at the end of the day, it's like our rights are being infringed upon. I don't know. What do you guys
perpetuate violence against a government?
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section.
Because of ideological reasons and for reasons to resist and perpetuate violence. That is the definition of domestic terrorism. This individual who came with weapons and ammunition to stop a law enforcement operation of federal law enforcement officers committed an act of domestic terrorism. That's the facts. We are focused specifically on child pedophiles and sexual assault.
But then again, if it's a police operation and you know it is, you see it with your own damn eyes, why would you go towards a police operation? You know what I'm saying? These are things we got to ask ourselves too. What would you do in this situation? Would you be out here trying to fucking go against the ICE agent knowing that they just killed people? Would you be out here doing this? I don't know.
The moment protesters were pushed back by federal agents throwing tear gas and training guns on the assembled crowd. It happened just after reports of a 37-year-old man being shot nearby. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security claim it was a targeted operation on an armed suspect who they say was an illegal alien, and they've released this photo of a gun. But without any evidence of how the altercation happened or whether the man...
Damn, what the hell? Okay, that's the clip on top. I was about to say, what kind of gun is that?
...was pointing the weapon at the officers, it isn't possible to verify whether he posed a lethal threat.
Come on now, if you pointing the weapon at the officers, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing this stuff, bro? Why are you out here doing this stuff? I would not be out I would not put my boots on the ground to go and contest the damn ICE officers. I'll be like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name Bennett and I ain't in it. I don't believe in it, but I'm not about to go risk my goddamn life for it. Hell no.
In the last half hour, Minnesotan police and state officials have confirmed a white male U.S. citizen has died.
A white male has died due to protests. You see this? Now we, black people, we get killed with black on black violence. It takes a goddamn protest for a white person to die. You know what I'm saying? Us black people, we need to take lessons from this. Hell nah. We don't need to be dying all the time. You feel me? This shit ain't right. Nobody should be dying. You shouldn't be putting your life on the line for this type of activity in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got something to live for. The objective of the game is to make it to the next day. You know what I'm saying? The objective of the whole game is to make it to the next day.
Our demand today is for those federal agencies that are operating in our city to do so with the same discipline, humanity, and integrity that effective law enforcement in this country demands.
How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values?
Thousands of protesters have turned out in the bitter cold across Minnesota in the past weeks. They're opposed to the crackdown ordered by President.
Now imagine if this was Iran. All our ass would be grass. You feel me? If this was Iran, you know what they doing to protesters at Iran? They mass killing them. You know? And that's what Trump is supposedly supposed to be going after Ayatollah for, the mass killing of protesters over there. Meanwhile, here in America, we're killing our own citizens with ICE. You know? How does that make sense? It's some contradictory activities going on in the political process.
President Trump, which has seen thousands of immigration and customs enforcement officers sent to the Midwestern state. The White House says it's part of a public safety operation they've named Metro Surge, aimed at deporting criminals who are in the country illegally. But local anger over the presence of ICE is growing by the day.
This is first not how we treat our neighbors. The inhumanity of this Trump administration is just beyond the pale.
Standing back and not doing.
Look. They walk around with batons and shit. See, that's the thing. The white people, they out here fighting for issues and shit. They ain't fighting each other. See that, black people? We need to take fucking notes, bro. We need to fight for real fucking issues, not be fighting each other over bullshit. You feel me? They only lost 4. They only lost 4 people, but that's still fucked up. I don't condone no murders, no shootings, none of that bullshit. It shouldn't happen in this country. We shouldn't have that. ICE agents, all I ask for you to do is get the criminals out. The criminals, just the criminals. It's some hardworking immigrants over here that's doing honest work. And these people deserve to be over here. We need these people over here. You think these Americans gonna work as hard as them? No, they not. Americans are lazy and fat. They eat Oreos and shit. You feel me? Sometimes we need some immigrants. When we building a house and shit, we calling the Mexicans up. They gonna do it. They gonna work day and night. They gonna keep, you feel me? You call Americans, they gonna be taking breaks. They gonna be eating Oreos. They gonna be, you feel me? So sometimes immigrants are good. Criminal immigrants are bad. That's what we need to get out of our country. They're bringing a level of violence to our country that we have never seen. You feel me? These are the things that we're trying to stop. But I think we got the game mixed up. Trump got the game mixed up. He's just coming over here taking anybody at this point. What do y'all think?
Anything does.
Stop! Look out! 70 years old, angry.
See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Why? Why are you doing this? You 70 goddamn years old. And why are you doing this stuff? Get your ass back in the goddamn house and get unangry. The fuck? This is the shit that I be talking about, bro. Why are you out here? Like, the fuck? See, these are the type of people that end up in those situations. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. These are the type of people that end up in those situations. They don't even supposed to be down there. Why are you down there, bro? You 70 years old. Why? That's all the question is why. Like, damn.
Do not push them into the traffic. Whoa!
Uh-oh. This is a different angle. Nah, the niggas fighting, bro. The niggas fight, bro. See, why are you doing this stuff? Why are you doing this stuff, bro? Nope. Y'all, this ain't compliant. This ain't what compliant look like, y'all. Y'all lied to me. Y'all lied to me, Lush. You lied to me. This ain't what compliant look like, y'all. I don't know what y'all compliant is.
Whoa!
Look at this. Look. Come on now. This ain't what compliant look like, y'all. What do y'all think this is? Now it's about 4-5 of them over there. It's time to stop, bro. Whatever they got going on, it didn't have nothing to do with you in the first place. Now you done implemented yourself into this situation. Bruh, come on now. Nah, this ain't, nah, see, y'all be perping, bro. See, this what I don't like. Even the damn government and shit, they act like they don't see the damn video. Like, come on now. What the, bro. Come on now. This ain't complying. This is not complying, y'all. What the hell? Let's go back.
Do not push them into the traffic.
Hell no. Once they push me back like that, I'd be like, you got it, dog. I'm out. I'm going back to the crib. Fuck that. You feel me? Once they push me one time, I'm like, oh, hell. Let me get on back to the crib. Fuck that. It's time to sit back. I'll watch this from the TV screen. Fuck that. They spraying him with. The hell they spraying me with? See, if they start pushing me and spraying me, hell no, I'm about to run, nigga. I'm starting to run. Fuck that. I'm running home. Running to the car, wherever I need to go. I am playing with these people like this. Come on, man. Look at him. This is what America calls complying. He trying to pick up shit and some more shit. Bro, see this what y'all call complying, bro? This what y'all call complying? This is how y'all comply? So y'all do this stuff. So after the ICE agents push your ass away from the damn scene, you gonna keep pressing the issue. You gonna just keep doing this stuff after we all just saw somebody else get killed by the ICE agents. I'm sure he saw it too. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Look what we're doing. See?
This individual went and impeded their law enforcement operations, attacked those officers, had a weapon on him and dozens of rounds of ammunition, wishing to inflict harm on these officers, coming brandishing like that and impeding their work that they were doing. We'll continue to allow, that is a different incident that happened at the same situation after the tragedy unfolded. But yes, that's the kind of assaults and violence that our law enforcement officers are facing out in the and that
he
the
had both hands on the ground when they shot him. What, bro? Like, come on now. Okay, let's do this then. If y'all think he was complying, put 1 in the chat. If y'all think he was not complying, put 2 in the chat. If y'all think he was complying, put 1 in the chat. If y'all think he was not complying, put 2 in the chat. I want to know something, because y'all playing games. It seemed like he was. So the ones in there, y'all think he could. So I think the ones, y'all might be a little crazy. Like, I don't know. What's up with y'all for real? Like, what's up with y'all for real? Like, I don't know, cuz. I don't know. I wouldn't be doing all that. That ain't the right thing to do. That ain't the right thing to do.
This has got to stop. It's not that we have an issue with immigration, and it's not that we disagree that illegal immigrants should be deported with due process, but that is a surgical operation that needs to be done with a scalpel. But yet again, our boss has sent in with a bedazzled chainsaw to do the job.
Meanwhile, he's out here with a goddamn mini gas mask on just in case he gets sprayed. He trying to look, he's willing to go extra mile. Like, come on now. What is the motivation for these people? I pay too much in goddamn taxes to be out there playing like that. You feel me? Fuck that. I pay too much in goddamn taxes to be playing, for them to be out there playing with me and my life. Hell no. My life is my most valuable possession. The hell? I can't let them. They already play with my money from the job and the taxes and shit. I can't let them play with my life too. You feel me?
ICE is a federal agency. I fully recognize that. However, they lost trust. They lost Minnesota's trust the moment they stepped in our state. When they started killing people, they started trampling on everybody's rights. Everybody deserves dignity and respect. And we have fallen far from what made America great. You know what made America great? Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, your wretched refuse yearning to breathe free. That's when America was great again.
Bro, what the hell was that? Your hunted, what the hell did he just say?
You know what made America great? And we have fallen far from what made America great. You know what made America great? Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, your wretched refuse yearning to breathe free. That's when America was great again. And we
don't understand that bull crap.
This has got to stop.
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents.
All right, he's a 1. You can tell coming in like a 1. So we already know he think he complied. So he's coming in like a 1. What y'all think? If you think he complied, put 1 in the chat. If you think he did not comply, put 2 in the chat. Now, us on this channel, we are in favor of complying because we want to preserve our life. You know what I'm saying? But so me personally, I'm leaning more towards 2. You know, I'm leaning more towards 2 just because it seemed like he was aggressive, and once they pushed him the first time, he could have just ran. You feel me? He could have just got up out of there and got back home and just called it a day. But he continued to press the issue. Caught up in the moment.
Pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? Just yesterday, We saw 15,000 people peacefully protesting in the streets, speaking out, standing up for their neighbors. Not a single broken window, not a single injury. Those peaceful protests embody the very principles that both Minneapolis and America was founded upon. Conversely, the mass militarized force and unidentified agents who are occupying our streets, that is what weakens our country. So to everyone listening, stand with Minneapolis. Stand up for America.
He must be a Democrat. Yep, when they would have pushed me right there, I would have been like, "You got it, bro. Shit, I'm out, cuz. You got it, gangster. I'm out. You feel me? Fuck that."
Let's go around. Donald Trump, I call on you once again. Remove this force from Minnesota. They are sowing chaos and violence. We've seen deadly violence from federal agents again and again and again. And I call on all Americans to see the decency that this state is exhibiting and the horrific cruelty, unprofessional, absolute abomination that is passing for what these ICE agents are doing on our streets. Do I have any confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing? No, I don't have a lot of confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing. Thank God we have video.
How many Trump supporters we got in here? Let me see how many MAGAs we got in here. Where the Proud Boys at? Fuck that.
Because according to DHS, these 7 heroic guys took an onslaught of a battalion against them or something. It's nonsense, people. America, as you're listening, enough is enough. Enough is enough of this. End this. End this. Donald Trump, I call on you once again. Remove this force from Minnesota.
Remove this force from Minnesota.
Breaking news out of Minnesota today. Federal agents arresting 3 people for allegedly storming a church Sunday, disrupting services as part of an anti-ICE protest. The U.S. Attorney General saying, quote, "We do not tolerate attacks on places."
Damn, they storming in the church now? These protesters getting out of control now. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure out another way. It seemed like these motherfucking on the ground protests, they don't really do nothing in the first place anyway. It seemed like we gotta invade some shit just to get something heard. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the Capitol building. I feel like they had to do that. You feel me? To get heard.
Of worship. At the same time, Vice President J.D.
At this point, fuck that. We ain't doing no more protests. We invading Capitol buildings.
Vance was in the state today, and Nicole Skanga has late-breaking details.
Never mind, y'all. We ain't doing that shit. Hell no. We can't do that. We got to comply. That's the thing about this channel. We are complying. We are living to see another day. We don't want no goddamn jail time, and we ain't doing no stupid shit. You feel me? Hell.
The protesters were all escorted in handcuffs to face charges that they disrupted a church service last Sunday. This comes after an Ecuadorian man was arrested this week who DHS says was in the country illegally. The man's 5-year-old son, Liam, was also taken into custody, at least the 4th minor detained in Minneapolis this month. DHS says the boy was abandoned by his father after fleeing the scene.
Liam and his dad are in San Antonio, Texas at the Dilley facility.
accountability.
Today, Vice President J.D. Vance visited Minnesota, imploring state leaders to de-escalate.
What I do think that we can do is, working with state and local officials, we can make the worst moments of chaos much less common, and all they've got to do is meet us halfway.
Top Homeland Security officials echoed the vice president's appeal, asking local authorities to turn over dangerous criminals.
Please honor our immigration detainers that we've lodged against criminal illegal aliens in Minnesota, in the state's jails and prisons.
But that's exactly what Minnesota's top corrections officer, Paul Schnell, says is already happening.
As they approach their release date several weeks before, our staff coordinates.
I know one thing, none of this is making America affordable again, for sure. Definitely not.
Directly with the local ICE office. Staff do this on a routine basis. They make arrangements for the transfer of custody of that individual.
Pressed by CBS News, both the vice president and ICE acknowledged that the Minnesota Department of Corrections, overseen by Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
Another video, a clear one.
Fuck off! Pieces of shit.
See how they drove off? See how them people, you see that? That's two totally different people. You got the people that's on the ground going towards ISIS, trying to implement themselves into some bullshit. And then it's the people that's driving by, looking at the bullshit, saying, fuck off, I'm going back to the crib. You feel me? I'm about to roll up. Fuck that. This is two different lifestyles. You got the person that's there, that's trying to face the ICE agents, that feel like their opinion really matters in this situation, especially by themselves. Opinions matter in numbers, not in singular terms like this. So you got these people that's going to stand on the ground, and then it's the people that's going to drive by and say, fuck off. You feel me?
Let's go around.
Fuck off!
See that? That's what I'm saying. That's what he could have did. It's always choices. In life, there's choices. You can either make the wrong choice or the right choice. Which one would you make?
Officers arrived and found an adult male with multiple gunshot wounds when they arrived. Life-saving aid was being rendered, and he was transported by ambulance to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. Based on the information that we have, which is very limited, this is a 37-year-old white male who is a Minneapolis resident, and we believe he is an American citizen. We have not been told any official reports of what has led up to the shooting, but we have seen the video that is circulating on social media. Our demand today is for those federal agencies that are operating in our city to do so with the same discipline, humanity, and integrity.
See, we ain't got no mods in the chat tonight, y'all, so y'all can get anything off in the chat. Shit, I ain't gonna shoot y'all down. It's freedom of speech. See, I'm doing real freedom of speech on my chat. You feel me? Now, you try this in the streets, it might not go the same way, you know?
Effective law enforcement in this country demands. We urge to remain peaceful. We recognize that there is a lot of anger and a lot of questions around what has happened, but we need people to remain peaceful. Officers arrived and found an adult male
It appears there's been another fatal shooting involving U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota that took place on January 24th of 2026. Now, the details for this thing are still emerging and this stuff is evolving, so this information may change or there may be new information that comes out soon, so bear with me. Apparently, the location this took place in is a place called Whittier neighborhood in South Minneapolis near 26th Street West and Nick.
Yeah. It's like they all cleared out, ain't it? It's like they cleared out when that's crazy. Nah, see, it ain't even worth it. I would have been like, fuck that. Once they pushed me that first time, I would have been like, nah, cuz I ain't about to die for this. It ain't my turn. What would y'all do? Y'all keep pressing the issue? Some of y'all act like y'all just keep going. Some of y'all act like y'all rise from the dead and keep fighting. Like, come on now.
Colette Avenue, close to Glam Doll Donuts in some reports. Took place approximately 30 a.m. Central Standard Time. The shooting occurred when Immigration Customs Enforcement agents attempting to detain a male suspect who physically resisted arrest and engaged in a struggle with agents, and then allegedly, according to DH, pulled out a firearm and attempted to fire it, with some accounts stating that he did fire some shots at the agents. Now, agents responded with lethal force, shooting and killing the individual. Now, so far what we know is that the victim was an adult male. They haven't released any name or age or nationality just yet, but they described him as being an armed suspect, possibly an undocumented immigrant targeted in the operation, or an individual interfering with.
Bro, he wasn't an undocumented immigrant, bro. He was one of you. He was just like you. He was brother. You feel me? He was actually your brother. You feel me? 37 years old, standing up for an issue just like you're standing up for an issue on the podcast. And he did it in the streets, and he faced them, and he got shot down for it. I don't know. America, we got to do better. We got to do better. See that? Slow motion. Bro, look at what all this stuff that they doing down there, though. Like, come on now. Some of this shit is just uncalled for. Some of these people just got mental problems. I think that's the problem too. Some of these people just got actual mental problems, and they figure out something that they can just put their all into, and now they're out there in the streets. You feel me? Now they're out there running wild in the streets, y'all. Some of these people, we just got to say it. Like, some of them just ain't right. Some of them just ain't got them all. You feel me? At the end of the day. Because what is this? What is they doing? Look, them motherfucking ICE agents in the car. Them ICE agents in the car, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Look at what people doing. Now, he better be glad his ass didn't get shot. You feel me? He better be glad his get shot playing games out there. Look. Not valuing life. Look, that's it. Not valuing life. That's what that is.
Holy shit. Another person, this time a man, has been shot and killed in broad daylight by ICE agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here's what we know now. A man whose identity is still unknown was in Minneapolis filming ICE agents. He did not seem to be aggressive, and he didn't seem to be agitating them. And then sometime later, we don't know for sure, a group of around 5 to 8 ICE agents then attempted to restrain him, subduing him to the ground. At that point, one of the agents then pulled out his firearm and pistol whipped this man around 2 times in the head. Another agent then drew...
Nah, he telling a whole totally different story. See, this the thing too. Once the story get told, That shit get mixed around. Next thing you know, like the ICE agent done flip, jumped and hit him in the head. And come on now. This how the story, y'all know how it go. Once the story get told thousands of times, the shit done changed up. Now we don't even know the truth. That's how America work, especially social media. Everybody got their own goddamn perception of how this shit happened. Some people think it was justified. Some people think it wasn't justified. Some people just don't care if it was justified or not. They just feel like the ICE agent shouldn't be there. It's just all messed up. We just all not on the same page. Unbalanced, unaligned. This is not the American way.
Threw his firearm and fired around.
6 days after and 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed, Alia Rahman, a U.S. citizen, was trying to get to an appointment at a traumatic brain injury clinic when she came upon ICE officers who were blocking traffic after arresting 4 people. We reviewed footage of the entire incident. Rahman's lawyer told us she was overwhelmed by conflicting commands from ICE.
This ain't right, y'all. This is, see, I don't like this stuff. This ain't right. Right here. You know?
In the chaos, you can hear her say she is disabled.
Did you see them just cut her damn seatbelt? God damn, this shit is crazy. Did you see them just cut her damn seatbelt with the knife? Like, damn. This shit getting crazy, bruh. And carried her off. This shit is crazy.
Chief O'Hara hadn't seen the video before we showed it to him.
Nah. Y'all see how they carrying her off? This shit getting crazy, y'all. I don't know about this stuff. I don't like to see people getting carried off like that, especially. What you got to say about this, buddy?
You were shaking watching that.
Obviously, I don't know why law enforcement officers initially approached the vehicle. It pisses me off to see that. To see men doing that to a woman who's disabled.
Yeah,
it pisses me off.
That's the thing I don't like too.
If those cops works for me, they'd have a problem right now.
Marcos Charles of ICE had a different take. He said Alia Rahman was given repeated warnings. She was arrested but never charged.
Our officers are told that they give to follow the lawful instruction to stop impeding. If she did not obey that lawful order, then she
arrested but never charged. Now her windows busted, her seatbelt cut off, and all type of shit over this bullshit.
She was going to get arrested.
You know, I showed this same clip to the Minneapolis police chief, and he said if those cops worked for him, they'd have a problem.
We're not Minneapolis PD.
Are you bothered by seeing American citizens getting detained in these operations?
I'm bothered by seeing people take action against my officers, vehicles to try to ram them, assaulting my officers. Our officers are humans, you know, they're people.
6 days after and 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed, Alia Rahman, a U.S. citizen, was trying to get to an appointment at a traumatic brain injury clinic when she came upon ICE officers who were blocking traffic after arresting 4 people.
Nah, it seemed like they were pointing her to go forward. They kept telling her to go forward. Did y'all peep that? Let me know if y'all peeped that. They was telling her to go forward. Look.
6 days after and 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed, Alia Rahman, a U.S. citizen, was trying to get to an appointment at a traumatic brain injury clinic when she came upon ICE officers.
Look, they pointing, go. They pointing, go, go.
officers who were blocking traffic after arresting four people.
Move your car. Damn, bro. Then she want to move after they break her window. Damn. See, this is the shit I be talking about. They said, move your car. Move. Go. Move your car. I don't know what she kept saying. We need to review this again.
We reviewed footage of the entire incident. Rahman's lawyer 6 days after and 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed, Alia Rahman, a U.S. citizen, was trying to get to an appointment at a traumatic brain injury clinic when she came upon ICE officers who were blocking traffic after arresting four people.
They was both pointing.
We reviewed footage of the entire incident. Rahman's lawyer told us she was overwhelmed by conflicting commands from ICE.
I don't agree with nothing that they did after that. After they broke her window, I don't agree with none of the breaking, damaging the vehicle, pulling on and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good at all. This shit does not look good, you know?
Quit referring to these people as law enforcement. They're not law enforcement. You have the most powerful people in the federal government spinning stories and putting up pictures, and unrelated people who we don't know anything about, firearm, to try and spin a narrative. I ask Americans, this will end when enough Americans say this will end. Do I have any confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing? No, I don't have a lot of confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing. I do have a lot of confidence that the majority of the American people will do the right thing. And I think there cannot be very many people across this country looking right now, after all the reporting that's been done, after everything that's been said, under the pretense that they are here about immigration reform, and quit referring to these people as law enforcement. They are not law enforcement. We have law enforcement who do an incredible job. And to listen to Greg Bovino denigrate the work of our people who are out there cleaning up their mess, no, I don't have a lot of confidence that he himself will do it. But here's what I do have confidence in. There's a whole lot of Republicans, for whatever reason, cannot find their spine. But they might find the ability to know that they're not going to win another election as long as they live, unless they stand up for what's right and stand up for the rule of law and stand up for human decency. And that's the moment.
I looked down, and the guy, he was at the bus stop, and he was going to work because he had a uniform on. They shot him all in the chest and the head. And the Minneapolis police came and they parked their car on 27th and Nicollet, and they went down there and they tried to do CPR on him, but I think he's gone.
Very scary mood, for sure. Obviously a lot of optimism from seeing people like come together and help each other so much, but then you have waking up to murders in the streets by the federal government. It's like pretty terrifying. It seems like anything is possible. Nothing's like off the table for the depravity of the people that are occupying our city. Yeah, I just saw the video of what happened today from a witness. It's very, very disturbing.
We are now hearing from Donald Trump, who...
Oh my God, there's been yet another...
We have a major update regarding the horrific shooting today in Minneapolis, Minnesota, involving multiple masked agents. According to the Minnesota Star Tribune, the man shot by federal agents has died, according to the police chief. In addition, the federal authorities...
Do you have an ID on you, ma'am?
I don't need an ID to walk in my city. This is my
Okay,
city.
do you have some ID then, please?
I don't need an
If not, we're going to put you in the vehicle and we're going to ID you. Huh?
I'm not going to take out. You take out your ID.
You don't have an ID?
I'm not going to take out an ID.
Hey, man,
I am U.S. citizen. I am U.S. citizen.
All right, can we see an ID, please?
I am U.S. citizen. I don't need to carry around an ID in my home.
Well,
this is my home.
Where were you born?
This is my home.
Nah, see, I don't fuck with this. They just profiling motherfuckers. See, now they treating them like black people. We get profiled. You know? We the ones that get profiled. Now they profiling the immigrants. This is something new. Now they stopping the immigrants. Damn. Ain't that some shit?
Where were you born?
Minneapolis is my home.
Ma'am, that's not... We're doing an immigration check. We're doing a citizen check.
This is
and
where
we're asking you where you were born.
This is where I belong. This is my home.
Ma'am, you can belong here, but where were you born?
And I am not gonna give you a
Damn, can she walk around her neighborhood? She wasn't even doing nothing wrong. I don't believe in this stuff, y'all. Y'all believe in this stuff? Put a 1 in the chat. If you do not believe in this stuff, put a 2 in the chat. Do you think that the ICE should be walking up to anybody that's walking around their city, not bothering anybody, just walking up to them, asking them where they're from, what country they're from, and shit like that? Y'all think that's cool? I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool, y'all.
Then we're gonna put you in the vehicle until we can ID you.
Then we gonna put you in the vehicle. The hell?
here. I should be walking around here free. I shouldn't be afraid in my life at this point.
Ma'am, do you have an ID to give us?
No.
Yes, you're correct.
You're making me a scare. You're making me a
Do you have an ID?
This is my home.
Ma'am, where were you?
She said this is her home. You're making her scared. See, they're provoking some shit right now. Now, if she got scared and just start running, what they gonna do? Shoot her? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't agree with. That's when the shit get tricky. This is the shit. That's why it's two sides to the story. We don't know how they're actually approaching these people. It's a way to do things. That's the thing about it. It's a way to go about things to not cause this much chaos. You know, when you're causing this much chaos, you know you're not going about it the right way.
I am U.S. citizen. I am U.S. citizen. And I don't think so you have a right to picture me while I am in my home and walking around in my home. This is not acceptable. You guys
taking pictures of her and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, bro. I don't believe in this. And then they're coming in numbers too, like just approaching anybody. Okay, if y'all coming after the criminals and shit, don't y'all got like a docket of where the damn criminals is? Or y'all just going after anybody? They say they going after the criminals, but on the streets, it seems like they just going after anybody. You feel me? That's where the disconnect is. They telling us that they're going after the criminals and shit, but on the streets, this is what they're doing. They're walking up to anybody on the streets, anybody that don't even look. If you don't look American, if you ain't white with blue eyes and blonde hair, shit, you risk being deported, nigga. You feel me? If you ain't white with blue eyes and blonde hair, you risk being deported. Fuck that. That's what it seemed like at this point. You know what I'm saying? If they're approaching people like this, shit, I can be approached. I could be approached. What I'm gonna say? I'm gonna be like, shit, I'm an American citizen. You feel me? Yeah, I'm an American citizen. What if I refuse to give them my ID? Like, I'm be like, nah, no ID, no ID. I'm American. Do you feel me? They gonna be like, nah, we gonna put your ass in that back truck, nigga. Hell no. We don't know if you might be from Zimbabwe, nigga. We might have to send you back to Africa or some shit. Hell no.
you terrorizing people, and it's not
where were you
acceptable.
born?
It doesn't matter where I was born. I belong here. I am U.S. citizen. What else can I say? I am citizen. This is my home.
You realize that if you lie that you're a U.S. citizen,
Minneapolis is my home.
then you can get
Minneapolis is my home. I belong here.
Look at them, bro. They thirsty. See, they thirsty. They seem like they hella thirsty. Like, you know, if you lie, then you can get federal charges. Like, damn, they trying to scare and shit. Like, I don't know about this. I don't agree with this way of approaching it. This ain't what Donald Trump said they doing. You feel me? That's what Donald Trump be doing. He be switching up shit. He'll tell us that they doing one thing, then he'll put the boots on the ground and they'll start doing another thing. You feel me? I don't agree with that shit, bro. That's not cool. Mean what you say and say what you really gonna do. Mean what you say and say what you really gonna do. If you can't do that, then this is not gonna work.
I'm not gonna take out an ID. What the fuck?
All of that just to walk away. You feel me? That's why it don't make sense. All of that bullshit just to walk y'all ass back to the car empty-handed and do nothing. So what was y'all really waiting for? Was y'all waiting for her to resist so that y'all can really do some shit? You feel me? That's what it seemed like. They was trying to provoke her, trying to scare her into doing some shit. All she said was, I'm an American citizen. I don't have to show you an ID. I'm just walking around. It seemed like they was trying to bait her into some shit. So are they down there baiting immigrants into shit? You feel me? That's what we need to investigate. So I understand why some people are investigating this shit. Because videos like this, it entails a whole different story of what's really going on the ground. And that's why we always got to question what we see. Because it's always two stories. It's what we see, and then it's what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? It's what we see, and then it's what actually happened.
Okay, I got some updates on the shooting of Alex Pretty earlier today.
So Minneapolis police, the question was, you read a statement from DHS saying that a weapon was presented and there was attempts to disarm the person. Again, like I stated earlier, Minneapolis police, as well as our supervisors, our watch commander responded to the scene. We were not provided any public safety statement around the incident, what happened. We have since seen a video that is circulating online, like thousands of other people have at this time. So we do not know what happened prior to the recording that is online right now. I immediately called for the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to respond, to conduct an investigation. They are on the scene. I believe the FBI is on the scene as well. But I think the video speaks for itself. What I can tell you is we have identified this person, 37-year-old white male, resident of the city. The only interaction that we are aware of with law enforcement has been for traffic tickets, and we believe he is a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. So Minneapolis police...
During this operation, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, a Border Patrol agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but the subject was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 loaded magazines and no accessible ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. The officer was highly trained and had been serving as a Border Patrol agent for 8 years. The officer has extensive training as a range safety officer and less lethal officer. During this operation,
All right, guys. So, in conclusion, comply with ICE. If you see ICE and they're in the operation, don't approach the operation. Okay? That's the first thing. Don't approach the operation. If you can stay home and be with your family, I would definitely just stay home and fight from the inside. You don't always have to be boots on the ground. You can fight, you can do the research, make ads, get online, make a campaign online. You know what I'm saying? Do something like this, like what I'm doing. You can make a campaign online. It's 276 people in here. Now imagine 276 people on the ground protesting. Instead, you guys are on my chat and you guys are protesting from wherever you are, just on the chat, saying how you feel, It's the same thing. You're still standing up for what you believe in, just on a different platform. You're not putting your life in danger to stand up for what you believe in. And that's why I allow people to come here and speak freely in the chat. Anyways, guys, this has been Political Deception Part 5. I'm your host, Surviving Fillmore Africa. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode.